Okay, this is Kimberly Purdy, and I'm actually getting ready to trim the first round of a log cabin block. So what I've done is taken my log cabin block, you can see here, and see, don't worry about, I was strip piecing, so that's why there's little ears here on the ends. But we're not going to worry about that right now. What I've done is laid one of these blocks out, and as you can see, I've laid my ruler on top of it, and what I've done is I've kind of centered the center square here. As you can see these little marks here on the 45-degree angle, those should go through your corners, like that, and then just kind of make sure that this line is here, it follows there, and that one follows another line so that it's nice and square. This one specifically is going to be trimmed down to a 5-inch finished, or, well, this go round. It needs to be 5-inch, so that we still have our 1/4-inch seam allowance. We have a 1.5-inch center, and we're going to have our strips are going to be 1.5 inches finished. So that means right now they need to be 1 3/4. So as you can look over here, you can see that's my little 1/4-inch mark, and then a 1-inch, and then a half out here. So that's where my 1 3/4 is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim both of these sides first, and then I'm going to flip the block around and trim the other two sides. So here we go, we're going to trim. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I have to hold the camera with one hand, so you don't actually get to watch me when I... Anyway, so I've trimmed the two sides, as you can see, right here and right here. So now what I'm going to do is pull this away, flip this around, alright, and we're going to, again, center it there. And what we want is to put, because we know this is a center, and we know we have the 1 3/4 inches here. We just want to make sure that's all where it's supposed to be. Okay, and once we've got that centered, so that we're happy with that, then we can finish up the final trimming. Okay, and now here's the block all completely trimmed up, nice and neat. So this is our first go-round of our log cabin, and I have found this to be by far the most accurate way to take and make sure that the log cabin stays nice and square through all of its go-rounds. If you don't trim in between every time you go around once, you're more likely to take and find that your edges are wavy or wonky, and that you're not going to be as satisfied with the final result. So, on to the next one. We'll see you back when we get to the next one, the next round of the log cabin ready to trim.